All right, I got so much joy out of watching Nick Foles. Actually, I looked down. I looked away from the Bears game. They weren't getting any red zone time. And I saw Foles in the game, immediately throws a touchdown that gets ripped away from his receiver. It looked just like the play he got hurt on in Jacksonville, kind of, the DJ Chark. You remember that throw? It was a gorgeous throw.
Yeah.
Then I look again. He's in the red zone again, has another touchdown drop. I think they dropped like 2 or 3 touchdowns, John. Tell you what, if I were an Eagles fan, I would not watch Bears highlights. The Falcons blew a 26-10 lead. If I were a Falcons fan, I would not watch Bears highlights. That's a disaster. But Nick Foles, they're 3-0. Nick Foles is going to take the Bears to the playoffs, John.
Yeah, to me, when he came in, I think you texted me and alerted. You just said Foles.
Yeah.
And I assumed Mitch got hurt because they were losing, but they had won their first 2 games. They clearly just had a short hook. And I did a little recon guy. And I asked, was he on a short hook? And they said, not necessarily. The recon I got was just that if you really broke it down, coach style, the first 2 games, not like Mitch was killing it.
I said it on the last podcast. Why isn't Foles starting yet?
Yeah, and I think sometimes winning can Band-Aid your issues. And I think they looked at it like Mitch is a problem right now because they have really good wide receivers. I think Allen Robinson is really good. Jimmy Graham is I think it's his 3rd touchdown.
Forgot he was on the team, John.
2 to him.
Not going to lie.
Miller's not bad. Allen Robinson had 10 for 123 and a touchdown today.
Now, that touchdown was
tore his ACL. Touchdown was badass. Nick Foles got something to him, man. I mean,
no question.
I just watched him. He's just pretty smooth. If you can protect him and get open, their defense is good. I don't think this team's going to win 13 games, but
they're 3-0.
3-0. Their defense is good. Could they win 10? Don't sleep on fucking Matt Nagy.
What's the rest of their schedule?
Was it a bigger win for the Bears the way they did it with Nick Foles, or a bigger loss for the Falcons?
Well, to me, the Falcons, I like the Falcons this week. I took them, and I was feeling really good about it because, like I said, they were up 16 points. And I was thinking, of course. Well, and I think Adam Gase was probably thinking the same thing. Yeah, of course we're down 16. We got Mitchell Trubisky in the game. We cannot score with these guys. So I think it's more a big win for the Bears, given the way it happened, because the Falcons, they're 0-3. I didn't think much of them. Chicago was 2-0, but it felt like it was not a sustainable 2-0. To me, you're just not. You're not a playoff team with Mitchell Trubisky as your quarterback. I didn't think. And
how about the game-winning touchdown when he gets hit and he throws that? Mitch couldn't do that, right?
Foles is. We talk about him a lot. The Super Bowl happened. Don't forget the next year. You mentioned the Tate play. The next year they won a playoff. He won a playoff game. Was it the next year? 2 years later.
It was the next year.
He won. It was in Chicago. He won the Golden Tate.
Because remember, he broke because Carson had the back chip.
So this guy, I'm in.
Well, you know when you watch Foles,
look at their schedule.
Good,
but
when you watch Foles and he's good, you think, he's like a top 15, 16 quarterback. He looks solid. And I give him a lot of credit. To me, this speaks to his character and why guys love him, right? Why the Eagles, Doug Peterson, those guys swear by him. Andy resurrected his career out of college, out of the Rams when he was thinking about retiring, right?
Yep.
And why Nagy and Flip wanted to get him in with the Bears because they love him. Because clearly he's sitting behind Mitch Trubisky. Now, I had heard in training camp he's not a great practice player. So in practice, he's not going to blow you away. So it was even. They just went with Mitch. But if Nick Foles, who clearly at this level of the NFL has to have something in his body to go, I'm better than this guy, right? But he never says it. Right. I know for me personally, I am a lower character guy than Nick Foles. It would be hard. But that's why people swear by this guy, because he doesn't say a word. I think he operates just normally. He's there to support Mitch.
It's probably easy when
Mitch can't hold his jock.
When you're watching going, my time's coming.
True, but what if you're thinking why we could have? Now you were winning, but still
Yeah, no, you're right. I don't want to take away from him because
he's developing. He's just adding on to one of the most unique careers. I just don't even think it's possible for this to happen again. Right?
Well, he's
his career won't ever happen again in sports.
It's like a lower floor but higher ceiling Alex Smith career, right? He doesn't have any of the consistency because he doesn't have the consistency of opportunity. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He doesn't have the consistency of opportunity that Alex had, but in terms of just being beaten down time after time after reason to quit time after time, getting so rich time after time.
Alex is a little richer, I think.
Probably, but yeah, he is because he was a number one pick.
Been more starting quarterbacks too.
But it's
starting quarterback salaries.
They get demoted, they're right there. They get promoted, they're ready to play. They get demoted and traded and demoted and hurt and replaced, and it's just
they got all these guys all over the NFL that love them, that always want them.
Right.
Yeah. That it's just like, I'm telling you. I remember Andy Reid talking about Alex Smith back when Alex Smith sucked. Like, I want to get that guy. It's like, Coach, he's been in the league 5 years.
Well, Andy is the common thread, right? He loved Nick. Maybe Andy's a genius.
Yeah.
He is a genius.
I do think the Nick Foles just story in general is one of the cooler, fun stories in the last decade just in sports, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whenever his name comes up, it just gets an emotion. Like I just saw it today on Twitter, everyone just kind of roots for the guy. He's just a rootable human that if you live in the Bay Area, live in Florida, you're like, oh, fucking Nick Foles is back in? He just kind of gets you oh, he's just got this kind of career. He's become so famous without really playing that much, but he had the couple big moments and obviously the Super Bowl, but then he just doesn't play forever, and then somehow he gets thrown to the Jags, and you're like, oh, shit. He took the money. I know he had to do it, but it's that's going to be a long couple years making all that money, and then boom, he's out the next year, and he's saved to the Bears, who have a pretty good team, and within a game, two and a half games, he's a starting quarterback.
He's a hero in Philly, could be a hero in Chicago. Right?
Pretty good towns to be.
Pretty good towns.
Liked in.
I know. I know a guy who knows a guy. Whatever. I can be said now because he's since moved on from Philadelphia. But I was once sent what's home security footage of people in Philadelphia would drive by the house, honk the horn, and just scream, "Big Dick Nick!" And the home security camera would just capture cars slowing down in front of the house, screaming, "Big Dick Nick," and driving away.
Did rumor get out that he had a big dick, or was it just a point?
I think
had
so.
So much pride in the guy.
I think it came. I thought. I don't know. Maybe
someone
not.
on a podcast said you should see
or
Foles
a player.
in the shower.
Yeah, another player. Or did it? I don't honestly remember where it originated.
I've always thought. I didn't think it was that. I just thought Philly. That's just
maybe
how
it is.
He's got a big dick. He's a badass.
Somebody
they don't even know he's got a big dick. They just talk about it.
Yeah, it could be that. It could be that.
But it does make some sense. I could definitely see on some Barstool podcast 4 years ago, some dude on the Eagles God, you see Foles cock, just talking about he's not even the starter, just talking about it.
That's what you tweeted at me. That's what people are texting me that immediately.
Yeah, I just think that is his nickname with anyone under 40 outside of Philly, and just what people in Philly consider. That's how they talk about him. They call him Big Dick Nick. It's not even. And I don't think I think sometimes you use that word, it's it's not even, it's 100% positive. It's like a way to anoint their hero, right? It's a point of pride for them.
It doesn't even feel as dirty, right? It feels less dirty.
There's zero dirt involved in it. Yeah. It's a point of pride with he's got a big dick and he's going to lead us to victory. Dead serious on your face. No laugh. It's not a fart joke or anything. It's dead serious. Big Dick Nick's leading us to a win.
So they got Indy this week. Then they play Tampa, Carolina, the Rams, the Saints, the Titans, the Vikings, Green Bay, Detroit again. Obviously,
do you think
Minnesota, Jacksonville. No, not really.
It's hard to tell. Every time I looked up today, Darnold was throwing pick sixes.
They're terrible. Yeah, I guess if we give the Niners some credit for that, we should give the Colts some credit for that. But I think, they're probably you probably split with them. It's probably going to be hard to split with them. Maybe you beat them once handily in the other game. You're going to have to go win it. Maybe you got to go win both. But it's not an easy schedule. But yeah, could they get to 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It'll be they'll have to, if they're going to be a 10-win team, then that means they'll have to split with Green Bay. They'll have to beat the Rams or the Saints or the Titans, right? They're gonna have to win some big games, but
I don't think Nagy's beat Green Bay yet in those 2 years.
Really?
Yeah.
He hasn't had Nick Foles, John.
Yeah, he hasn't had Nick Foles. Rodgers owned him, so I think Nick changes the narrative with this team, which is, as for me, I'm glad. I want him to do well, and I just, like most humans, I just root for Nick Foles. I just find myself a Nick Foles fan.